Alright guys, what's going on? So, got a super different kind of video today. We're going to do a food review of this guy, Remington James Fitness. You've probably seen his stuff on YouTube if you're into like healthy eating or anything like that. So, today we're going to be making his buffalo chicken wing dip. And this is like super protein filled, anabolic, low calorie. So, we're going to be showing you exactly how I make this because I make it a little bit different from him and give you an honest review. Is it any good? Is it just crap? I don't know. Alright, so the only thing you really need to buy for this, food scale is probably going to be pretty helpful when it comes to measuring. So this is what mine looks like. It's a little fancy looking. Tear this to 0, and this piece right here is about 360 grams. Now if you come over here, we already got our boiling water, so all we got to do is put this in. Don't use your finger. Cook. So normally, if you do like a piece about that size, about 15 minutes or so. This is a little bit frozen, so it'll be a little longer. Now I know you're probably thinking boiling chicken doesn't taste that good, but it's actually fine because it gets baked along with everything else afterwards. So we're gonna let this cook, and yeah, I'll meet you back here to put it together. Alright guys, so the chicken just finished cooking, so we're gonna start mixing in our nice little bowl here. Now, before we get to that, I gotta change something real quick. I need to make sure I keep this up so my nipples don't slip out. Alright, so if you follow me, as you can see, we have beautifully boiled chicken right there. Yep, looks absolutely delicious. So all we're gonna do now is take this guy out. Ignore the alcohol in the corner. It was a side effect of finishing another semester of grad school. Alright, so now the first thing we have to do before we can start adding anything else is shred this up. So this is going to take a while, so I'm going to skip through it, but basically just shred it up into small pieces that you would be comfortable eating, and that's about it. Alright, so as you can see, we have our chicken shredded up all beautifully like that. So now what we're going to do is start measuring stuff out. So like I said, this is where having a food scale will come in handy. Alright, so the first and the easiest thing you can do is just throw in a whole brick of fat-free cream cheese. Alright, so the next thing, and this is really what makes it key, is you're trying to get a fat-free either ranch or blue cheese. Now, personally, don't even debate me on this, blue cheese is superior. You're lying. Do you really like ranch better?
Yeah, ranch is better.
Oh god. Alright, he's fired as a cameraman. Blue cheese is better despite what he thinks, and any of you haters out there, but it's also really hard to find fat-free blue cheese. So we got fat-free ranch dressing. It's the same, just make sure it's fat-free. And what you're gonna do is add about 40 grams of this. Okay, and then we're gonna come over to our hot sauce. Any hot sauce really works, and you wanna add about 65 grams of hot sauce. Now, if you guys watch the actual RJF episode of this, he uses different values for it. So I'll make sure to put a link in the description to his channel in general and the specific video, so you can go get the actual ingredients and ratios and stuff that he wants. This is just the way I like to do it. I think that it came out a little bit better when I made it this way, just a little less liquidy. Alright, second to last thing we're adding is fat-free Greek yogurt, and you want to add about 85 grams of this. This just kind of gives it an extra shot of protein. Alright, and then just to top it off, he recommends using a ranch seasoning. So he uses spicy ranch in his video. I didn't even find that, so we just have a regular ranch powder. And add about 8 grams of this, it'll just kind of give it a little extra flavor. Alright, so there you have it. That's everything that goes in there. We got the fat-free ranch dressing, the Greek yogurt, chicken, cream cheese, hot sauce, all of it. So now you just gotta mix it up, and then you're gonna put it in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Alright, so as you can see, come in here and take a look. We got it all nicely mixed up, so this is about what you should look like. If you add in more of either the ranch or the buffalo sauce, it's going to be a little more on the liquidy side, which is fine, but it's whatever. Alright, so now we come over here. All you gotta do is pop it in there for 30 minutes on 350. Let's wait it out. Alright guys, so now we're on to actually what really makes this whole thing, which is creating your own chips, and they're kind of like protein chips. So if you notice, we're going to be using this lavish bread. This is actually the same exact bread Remington uses in his video, so it's called Joseph's Lavish Bread. All it is the super thin, flat bread. So before we do that, you just got to get a baking sheet out, line it with some aluminum foil, and then give it a quick spray. Then all you got to do is take your pizza cutter, and we're going to start off by just making these long strips. So if you come over here, you can see there's really nothing to it. Just strips like that. And now using our, I don't know, shape skills, all you gotta do is stack them up. They'll make it go by way quicker than just cutting these out by hand. And then you just make like little chip size things, you know, and just, ta-da, you got a stack of chips. And also, I may be pointing out the glaringly obvious here, but the smaller you make them, the more chips you have. So if you think you're just gonna make like a couple giant chips and then have to, you know, go in the cupboard and eat those corn chips that are way more calories, then you might want to think about cutting them a little smaller. You just line them up. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And the best part is you don't even have to change anything. So right now we have about 23 minutes left on our dip. So all you gotta do is wait until there's about 12 minutes left on the timer, and you pop that in there. You don't have to change the temperature or anything. Pop it in there for 12 minutes at 350, and yeah, that's about it. So see you in a few. Alright, it's all done. Let's pull it out and see how it looks. Nice, looks pretty good. Okay, so these are our chips. So they're actually pretty crispy when they come out. If you do it for like 12 minutes, they'll be really crispy. That's how I like it. Oh God. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the entire recipe. So again, I'm gonna make sure to link everything to RJF's channel in the description so you can get exactly the way that he makes this. And like I said, mine's a little bit different, but you know, just play around with it. That's what he says, and definitely like his recipes. So for the entire bowl of dip, we're looking at about 670 calories. For this whole thing, like that's crazy. And there's 85 grams of protein in here. And even the chips, this whole thing of chips is gonna be like 120 calories. Now, my brother and I are actually gonna split this, so it's gonna be like half per person. But even if you have this entire thing, which I have done multiple times, this whole thing altogether is still gonna be like 800 calories or less. Let's go. Don't take my word for it. I'm gonna have Jonah try it too. Out of 10, what do you think?
Out of 10? Probably 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10? 7 out of 10 sounds pretty accurate. Obviously, it's not going to taste quite as good as if everything was full fat and everything. And also because there's no actual like shredded cheese in here, he does recommend using it, but I find it impossible to actually locate fat-free shredded cheese. So I just increase the amount of cream cheese that we use and it works fine. So if you do all those things, it's obviously going to taste better, but higher calories, so definitely would recommend this. Again, if you liked this recipe, make sure to go check out his channel in general. He has so many solid recipes on there. Like, I've actually been eating off of his channel for a couple of months now. There's some really good stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see me review any other foods, especially from this guy, but just foods in general, let me know. Also, general non-tricking content. Let me know what you want to see, because unfortunately, it is winter and it's snowing, which means I can't really go outside and do flips all the time. So let me know what else you want to see besides me just like doing flips and everything. So I'm thinking a lot more fitness education and nutrition stuff. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.